in South Laos, surrounded by quiet rivers and endless green. I found myself with nothing but a pen and my thoughts. It was here that journaling became more than just words on paper. It became my way to heal, to face my pain, and to gently unravel the stories I've been holding inside. Every page was a small act of courage, a space where I could be honest, messy, and real without judgment. This simple practice slowly became my anchor, my medicine, my quiet rebellion against the chaos inside. I remember I started journaling when I was still in my junior years of high school. There was no specific motivation for this path. I loved writing down my feelings and my thoughts about what's happening and how it makes me feel. It was almost like I'm talking to a version of myself that is far distant in the future, and I was telling her my story. At first, it was how my days are going, what are the things that are happening, how they're making me feel, and silly things like teenagers have. The crush. My parents are making me feel unbearable, and sometimes how I was not feeling understood. It was almost like I was trying to make sense of things as I was getting more aware of myself in the immediate world. I wrote because I had a lot on my mind and I wanted to say. Time passed, and sometimes I would just be so much in the moment that I want to live, and I will forget about the journaling, that I need to jot down my experiences. No matter how much I wrote, I started to look back as I finished my journals, how things went, and whatever happened in the moment. It always made me smile when I looked back. Few years passed and I had countless journals, but at the end of the year, it will never be filled. I would never have it fully finished until recently this year. I bought a journal while on my travel, and before I realized, I was writing so much that I ended up filling it before even the half of the year was over. And this actually happened when I started writing to understand myself, almost like a healing journey. I wanted to be aware of the parts of me that are still hidden, that I haven't written about. I almost wanted to see myself fully. That's all. That's the time also where tarot came into play. It made me feel like, even though consciously I don't know the parts of me, but if I pull a card, it would somehow be from a piece of my subconscious mind that I consciously cannot make sense of. Getting to know about ADHD made me more compassionate with myself. One day, the card said that I was believing that I need to provide to be loved. It was almost like a crack that made the emotions flood out and the truth that were covered in dust. The overgiving and the self-criticism I didn't even notice before. The girl that nurtured because there was no one else to nurture her anymore. The papers are not the only thing that help you on your journey. The living journals in your life, the people who eventually come around and listen. It doesn't heal everything, but you have a sense of belonging in this life around the community that you eventually build. It's about coming face to face with your reflection and acknowledging that there would be people for you. The compassion comes in small gesture, even if one person don't have answers for all of your needs. How this path is helping me is by making me aware and somehow opening me up, but before that, helping me recognize my boundaries that I cannot do without, and giving me the courage to let go of people and the validation, and if necessary, stepping back from the connection that are not giving you peace of mind, but draining you. It doesn't have to be toxic for you to stop. You can say goodbye with well wishes instead of staying because of the cost of your past. And that's how you start expecting more kindness towards you. You meet people that believe in kindness. The girls you would meet who knows life can be heavy sometimes. But I see myself in you and I want to share my warmth. And being aware made me look out for the tools that I use to self-regulate, feel my emotions, and gently tucking my hair behind my ears. Don't overthink it. Start with what hurts, what's messy, what's unclear. And tarot is just a tool. The real magic is you. Reading back through my old journals, I realized how far I have gone. Tarot helped me see myself. Eventually, I noticed I wasn't writing about cards. I was using them to write about myself. The cards mirrored things I didn't want to admit out loud. Now my journal is a space for truth, softness, and clarity. This is how I find my path. One page, one card, and one truth at a time.